Hey, good morning to you once again. In case you have just joined us, in case you have just clicked on our social media platforms for streaming, that is YouTube and NTV Uganda on Facebook, then we're delighted to be in your company. Hashtag morning at NTV. Do continue on with us. Now, this morning, I have something peculiar to share with you. This gentleman next to me is actually going to get married, but the irony of it is that he's actually getting married while putting his passion on the spotlight. So he's marrying both his bae and his passion on his wedding day, for which invitation we have gotten, by the way. And so Moses Echodu is working with Uganda Children's Cancer Fund, and he's also getting married to the love of his life. And we want to find out from him, isn't this what they call polygamy to come through? Anyway, good morning to you, Moses.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very good. Congratulations on your engagement.
Well, so first of all, me and Olivia, we're not dating, but we are coming together to unite forces against cancer in children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, Moses, we want to first find out, how do you fall in love with cancer and children?
For many who may not know, I'm a childhood cancer survivor. I had cancer in 1999.
How old were you?
I was 9 years old.
Okay.
And I was treated here in Uganda at the Uganda Cancer Institute. By then it was just the Uganda Cancer Ward under Mulago. But now it's really grown tremendously under the guidance of Dr. Jackson Orem. And so it's been about 21, 22 years of me being cancer-free. And so it comes off naturally for me to do things to see that the next child who has cancer becomes the next me, you know, in the next 20 years or so. And so that is why when someone calls me and says, Moses, would like to do something about cancer in children, whatever I'm doing, I'll drop it, because I identify with the families that have children who have cancer. I identify with every child who has cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which cancer did you have in your childhood?
I had Burkitt's lymphoma.
What's that?
It's a type of cancer that is under lymphomas. You see children with swollen jaws, swollen armpits, probably swollen pelvis. Is basically where we have all the lymphs. That is the type of cancer that I had.
Okay. And when it came to, you know, the cost covering for your treatments that you had to go through, how was that process for your family?
Very hectic. It was very expensive. My family played a very big role. By then, my mother was a student at St. Joseph's in Zambia studying lab technology. But then everyone in the family really rallied behind her to ensure that I got done with my treatment. My uncles, Uncle Stephen, Uncle Richard, Dr. Anne, Dr. Helen, they all came through with all the different aunties. They all came through to play a very big role in ensuring that I survived cancer. But then also, I was one of the few patients who was registered under a trial medicine that for Burkitt's lymphoma. And that really did help to offset a lot of medicine issues for us. So yeah.
Okay, all right. And we want to find out from you, at that point and where you are today, what are the statistics of children with cancer in Uganda?
At the time I was there, you would probably see 4 or 5 of us as children. But today you'll walk into the Uganda Cancer Institute and find, on a Friday, you'll find about 45 children with cancer. And there's a specific ward for just children. As of GlobalCan of 2020, it states that Uganda has 3,000 children who get cancer. But only 700 of those are diagnosed. So there are over 2,300 out there that are not getting diagnosed, that are dying without knowledge. And so you find families are bearing children with the thought of their children were bewitched. Yeah. Okay, all right. And so as a cancer survivor in your capacity, what are some of the things that you have put in place to ensure that other children get to survive cancer? So right now, the Uganda Cancer Institute provides up to about 85% of all anti-cancer medicines. But you'll find that the 25% is what you'd call the necessary medicines that every child needs to be able to survive. And so the Uganda Child Cancer Foundation comes in to provide support to the different families. May not meet all the expenses of the needed medicines, but we try as much as possible to offset those costs, providing transport facilitation. One of the leading causes of treatment abandonment is transport. Understand?
Accessibility.
Exactly. A family is told to go back to Gulu, and because they have spent so much while in Kampala in treatment and all, they cannot afford their 100,000 that they need to come back for treatment. To come back for treatment in time. Because what usually happens is that then they have to solicit for those funds, negating the fact that treatment is time bound. Yes. For you to have positive results. Yes. So I'll give an example. About 3 weeks ago, there was a family where one of the girls who was actually on her way to full recovery, they went back home. It was time for her to come back for her review. And the mother did not have money for transport. They come from Bwigwere. And by the time she found money to come back, the child was nearly dying. So before I could speak to the mother about anything, we found a way, we tried to work a way around with the different doctors and nurses to recover the young girl. And she's now well back on track. So I spoke to the mother and said, always call the foundation. Even if the foundation may not have the money of this world, but the foundation will always find a way to try and support you, because the foundation's primary goal is to save children as much as possible. Okay, all right. So as you're running the Children's Cancer Fund, how do you find the children that you support? Like any other child, yeah? But the challenge with the children who have cancer is they are dealt with a lot of depression. Why am I not outside playing with my friends? Why am I not in school like my friends? Why have I been withdrawn from school? Why am I going through all this treatment for this long? Why isn't it getting done very fast so I can go back to being me? But, volunteering with the foundation, we've been able to see that there is something that can be done. Play therapy, reading and writing, watching TV. These are some of the things that make the children feel very, very at home. Yeah. Okay. All right. And there's also that question. There's so many cancers. Yes. For women, the common one is breast cancer. What's the common cancer of children in Uganda? So the commonest cancers for children, number one being lymphoma cancers. Those ones that you see children with swollen jaws, swollen armpits. Those are the lymphoma cancers. Then you have the muscle cancers in the muscles. Then you have leukemia, that is cancer of the blood. Then you have cancer of the eye. You have cancer of the kidney. But interestingly, those are also the easiest cancers to treat if detected early. 6 months, 7 months, treatment is done. So it's those are what you'd call the commonest, but also the easiest, because they have a 60% survival rate. Okay, all right. Well, Moses here got engaged recently, and so him and Olivia are slated for the 27th, which is today. And so while he's here, his best man is somewhere ironing his suit. Hopefully he does not become the best man and stand in for Moses to take Olivia. Anyway, so tell us about your wedding. It's today, and you have invited people to the Alep, and it's at 6 p.m. However, people have to contribute to this wedding on the wedding day. How does that work? So it started off back in March. My very good friends, one of them who happens to be the best man of the day, Lewis and Aredo, they said that we have this running joke: Moses, you need to get married and get off our streets and go be married. So one day I'm having a very long day, and I love running to Twitter just to get some bit of stress relief. Yes, because Twitter is always offering something. Yes. So I get on there, and blind me, I am the laughing stock of the day, because Lewis had made a press release saying Teso Heartthrob looking for a wife.
Hello, Teso heartthrob.
And so one of the other friends, Simon, quotes and says, Moses, you know, I know you're not really looking out for this now because you have a lot going on, but if you did a mock wedding, you would actually be able to fundraise for the foundation and support the children. And I said, anything for the children. As long as I get myself a bride.
Anything for the children. Yes. Okay, all right. So tell us more about this particular function.
So
mock wedding.
This is a mock wedding. For many, it's not a real wedding. And we're going to be at Aleph. That's on Kanjocha Street today at 6 p.m. And so all the proceeds that are coming from this wedding are going to go to Uganda Child Cancer Foundation to support the works that the Uganda Child Cancer Foundation does with the families. And I can't be, thankful enough to Olivia. We are two different people, but also similar in ways, because we are both for humanity and charity. Okay. She supports women activities. She has work that she does with menstruation, and she's doing a fantastic job there. But we support sports together. She supports Man United. I don't know why. Moses,
are you falling in love?
I support Arsenal.
You are stating the things that people usually ask themselves before they walk down the aisle. Are we compatible? How compatible are we? Yeah. Okay, all right. With the mock wedding, how do you want the public to, contribute to this event?
So we have a Momo code, 622765, that you can send money to. But also you can come to the Aleph and be part of the function. 20,000 is the entrance fee. And all proceeds go to the foundation, but also whatever you drink and eat at the function, 10% from the Aleph of contributions are going to go to the foundation.
Okay, all right. Well, there's the wedding invitation. Moses weds Olivia, and the reception is going to be at the Aleph. Aleph is in Kamocha.
Kanjocha Street.
Kanjocha Street. Okay, all right. And of course, yeah, wedding fee is 20,000 shillings. And of course, the proceedings, as you said, are going to the Children's Cancer Fund that he's a part of. What other avenues are you using to raise money?
So we are, again, as NGOs, we write for grants, do collections, but also invite people to come and make donations. One of the things that I've been encouraging people to donate to a lot is sanitary towels for the ladies, basic soap, bathing soap, toothpaste, because those are some of the basic needs. But because parents are seeing their children suffering, they rarely think about themselves at that point. They are primarily thinking about the child. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Moses. Your parting shots. What color is your suit? How many bridesmen, bridesmaids, groomsmen do you have? What flavor is the cake?
I don't know the flavor of the cake, but we have Nora and Kaveli are providing cake for the day.
Wow.
And
what other partners do you have on board?
We have Sparkles. For some reason, they were able to find a hairline for me today because my hair is going. Then we have the Soul Connect. They are providing shoes to Olivia. Dahlia is providing a purse to Olivia. Delith made a very beautiful gown for Olivia. And yeah, Peace Imelda is designing the men for today.
All right. Well, that's a good initiative. Anything to get the children free from cancer in Uganda is Moses Echodu's passion, and he's making it a reality today by having a mock wedding, fake wedding really in layman's terms. Yeah, but it's going to look like the real deal, and the purpose is for them to fundraise money. So if you can make time later on in the evening to go to Aleph in Kanjocha Street here in Kamocha, if not, then you can, how do people get in touch actually?
They can call 0773 723117, or you can send an email to info@uccfug.org.
And socials?
And socials at UCCF_care_3C, that is Uganda Child Cancer Foundation, on Facebook, Uganda Child Cancer Foundation.
All right, let me go and look for a wedding attire, wedding dress, so that I can attend this wedding. But we do continue on with Morning at NTV. We are having a comedian next to talk about the silent comedy show. Do stay with us.